building feels so old to me. Why don't we just go one step beyond that and just purely cook on wood fire, and that's it. Let's build a kitchen in there. Feels like it would have been a kitchen from 200 years ago that, we'll minimize any stainless steel elements or anything new, build the benches from stone and just make it feel like that it's been there for a long, long time. And that was really how it started and what the concept was. And I thought to myself, in the back of my mind, that was my path to get to, right, I'm not going to be pigeonholed here. We're going to cook on fire, but we can do any cuisine type as long as it makes sense to cook it over the flames. That's the only thing that's going to restrict us. And then the other thing I liked about it as well is I've always been quite an organic chef, cooking from the heart daily. And, recipe books are important and having standard recipes are important, but I always think that dishes should be in flux, and that if you come up with a better way of doing something the next day, then you should lean into that and change it. It should evolve naturally. And it was sort of my kickback against that to myself to say, well, if we're going to only do fire and there's no other ovens in there, it means that the chefs have to learn to cook intuitively, and it's going to be difficult for them to get there, but they'll become better chefs during the process. That was a big thought for me, but, the opposite side to that was it's going to be hard work maintaining it day to day, and it's going to affect the labour costs dramatically, which it kind of did. But I mean, what came of it in the end, I suppose, when all those pieces come together with Agnes, is that it's a very honest restaurant that came from honest ideas that were original ideas. It wasn't a restaurant that we're trying to emulate anybody else. There are elements of other things I've experienced around the world that have filtered into it, but we had the luxury from the ground up of really doing exactly what we wanted with the design and exactly how it needed to be from our own ideas, from myself and Ty. And yeah, that's kind of how Agnes came to be.